Well, I'm going to try to continue since all of my friends are here to hear me read to them. And the tree, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The one in the middle tree is an eagle. Most of those on the tree that are together are not. There's the eagle. He's just moving around. Okay. Hope you can see him. I'm going to try to squeeze in some more. I'm going to be honest here. I don't think it's going to work. Because this one's got like 5 pages and I can't read in a fasta. But thank you for being with me again. I appreciate you if it cuts us off. You know how grateful I am to have you. This is Rage to Survive, Etta James. Chapter 20. Bitch, I'm God. That's what Billy Foster said to me. Naturally, Billy was drunk. When he wasn't drinking, he could actually be cool. You might even take him seriously. Might even enjoy his company. But the minute I saw him head to the bar, I knew I was in trouble. He was one of those cats who switches up on you, just like that, from mellow to maniac. It just took a couple of stiff belts and his eyes would start spinning like the devil. When he was locked up in Soledad, he boxed, even won the championship. He was the kind of guy who became different people on different days. He dressed to match his mood. If, for instance, he woke up and put on sweatpants, that meant he was in a boxing mode. He was a jock. On another day, he might put on a blue blazer and a pair of horn-rimmed glasses, grab a briefcase, and play businessman. When he didn't drink, he was a nice guy. He was pretty sharp and even acted as my agent. I don't think I wanted to see just how seriously screwed up this guy really was. Admitting he was screwed up would mean admitting, oh, that's my eagle. Scaring off everything else. Wow, here comes a whole slew of other birds. All right, let's go back and pay attention, Crystal. I get distracted by my birds. Not really distracted to the point. That's why I'm here. There's the sunrise, and then there's what I call my friends, all my buddies. Morning, guys. Still no threat. Same as always. All right, sorry. Whew. We were cool for a while. I don't think I wanted to see just how seriously screwed up this guy really was. Admitting he was screwed up would mean admitting I was screwed up for putting up with him. And I wasn't about to admit nothing. I was struggling to stay clean, and this man seemed to offer something steady. He had some land over in Lancaster. I thought he had a little money, but I wound up paying for everything. He took me out to nice places. He made the music scene and seemed interested in upgrading my career. For long periods of time when he wasn't drinking, he could be loving and considerate. But if he was in some club and even looked at a drink, I'd sneak out of there, grab a cab home, and lock his ass out. We had some heavyweight battles. Only 2 men beat on me, and they both did a hell of a job. See, that's just what the eagle does. He comes over and he just messes with everybody for no real apparent reason. Nonetheless, he can't not do it. Yeah, I see you. Reminds me of people in my family. It's like, I think my ancestors are in some of these animals. Because my ancestors acted the same way. I was talking to my dad recently and I was like, hey, you know that eagle attack thing? Yeah, that's not cool. That's what. I don't think our family got it from eagles, by the way. I think greeting people with attacks and then when you leave attacking them again is wrong. It's bad. It's a no. All right. I'm sorry. The birds are making me smile. All right. I didn't think my distraction was going to be one of the reasons, but they're not distractions. They're my friends. And it's quiet. And here I am making all this noise. Honking over here. All right, here we go. Where the hell was I? We had some heavyweight battles. Only 2 men beat on me, and they both did a hell of a job. The pimp and Billy Foster. The pimp was the first, and I never fought back because I was too scared. He had a reputation as a murderer. I knew he was psychotic. The boy had blood on him. But by the time I hooked up with Billy, my eyes were open. From my experience with the pimp, I had learned that if a sucker's gonna knock you out, you might as well fight back. So when Billy came home screaming like a lunatic and throwing me out of bed, beating me upside the head with his fists, while I screamed, "Oh God, why are you doing this?" And he replied, "Bitch, I'm God, and never forget it." When that happened, I found the strength to grab a knife and stick it in his back and leave it there. Another time I stabbed him with a fork and was about to stab him again when my hand got in the way and I drove the fork into my own skin. Other times I got in my blows. I'm not saying I got the better of him. Sometimes he beat me silly, beat me so bad you would not recognize me. But at least I kicked back. I stood up for myself. And to this day, he's still carrying a few scars made by me, souvenirs of my rage. It took a while. It took years. But I finally realized that Billy was really a wannabe pimp who hung out at after-hours joints like Frank's Veterans Club on Broadway and Slauson, where he'd try to catch waitresses. But he didn't even have the looks or chops to be a legitimate pimp. I'd hear about Billy when I'd get thrown into Sybil Brand, the women's prison on Eastern Avenue, LA,